Hi boys and girls, here's our story for today. Francis the Scaredy Cat, written and illustrated by Ed Boxall. Francis the Scaredy Cat. This is Francis. Francis likes to read stories. He loves bubble baths and hunting carrots. Best of all, Francis loves Ben, with his kind hands and voice as familiar as pillows and pajamas. Francis is a happy cat, but he has a secret even from Ben. Francis is a scaredy cat. Francis is afraid of the dark, and most of all, he is afraid of the whispery, hissy monster he hears in the tree in the garden on stormy nights. One evening, Ben was late coming home, and Francis was all alone. The wind got louder, and the storm got wilder. The night grew darker and darker. It became so dark that Francis wasn't sure if his eyes were open or closed. The tree whooshed and crashed outside in the garden. Francis heard the whispery monster hissing. Suddenly, Francis had a terrible thought. What if the monster had captured Ben? Francis knew what he had to do. He peeped outside at the dark night. He crept into the garden. He climbed the big tree to rescue his friend. He was shaking from the tip of his wet nose to the end of his fluffy tail. But he looked down, and his scaredy head spun, and his scaredy legs went wobbly under him. And poor Francis was stuck with something hissing behind him. Oh no! Francis turned and saw two bright eyes glaring at him, but he stood up, ready to fight. The hissy monster leapt out of the shadows, and Francis saw a cat, a big cat, a wild cat, but a cat like him. A cat with a kind face who led Francis gently down the tree, showing him where to put each step down to the ground, where he found Ben, with his big kind hands and his voice as familiar as pillows and pajamas. Ben hugged Francis. Francis hugged Ben. The end. Was there anything to be scared of? No. The hissy monster was just a cat, like Francis.